Tomlin has been masterful here. Saw that formation, say that timeout for the formation gear. Oh God, Michael, fuck this man. These niggas. See, it's 12. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock on the East. 1 a.m. What the hell are you doing? Those bitches ain't bud. So they gotta go to work tomorrow.
Look at Mike. Mike just disappeared. Look at Mike. I can't even see Mike. Look at Mike's face. Nah, screenshot that. Mike shit froze on me. Yeah.
niggas ain't trying no flag shit. Niggas gotta stop.
Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah, I don't like niggas. What's wrong with me? I'm alright, nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. As you can see, Stat is not here right now. Pittsburgh lost. White is over there. The press still the next day. Today's show is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app's available in New York, Florida, Texas, and California and all that shit. Download the app. Yeah, name a few. What up? Jamar chasing niggas.
Hashtag check on stat.
Yeah, hashtag check on stat, man.
That's what I was about to say, man.
Mike, I didn't even introduce you yet. Hold on. I was about to give you your introduction.
Get to it. Stop playing around.
All right. The app's an easy way to make some money on your favorite players. Make sure you download the Underdog Fantasy app, formerly Underdog Fantasy, known as Underdog now, and they'll double your money up to the first $100. Today, we're joined with our special guest, football analyst, Michael Irvin. Mike, what's up, baby?
Mike was good. Woo! Woo!
I feel like Ric Flair.
Yo, Mike, hold on before you go. Look, yo, Nick, put the camera on White. Look what you got there.
Hashtag check on White.
Yeah, look, Mike, this is what we dealing with over here too. Look.
Dallas escape.
I had a lot of Steelers fans at Playmakers tonight, and all of them wore that 90. See what they were doing? Let me tell you what they were doing. They were trying to get some salt and rub it right in our wounds. They know T.J. Watt should have been a Cowboy. You see what I'm saying? But we messed around and draft Taco Charlton. Don't even know where he is now while J.J. Watt's tearing it up. We should have gotten it. So they try to mess with us by wearing a T.J. Watt jersey all the time. But I want them to also wear home that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Mike.
Oh, just
Hey,
wear
Mike.
TJ Watt jersey.
Mike.
We're home that ass whooping.
Mike, we got to do a salute for Stat. Cue the music.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's so funny right now.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm so glad y'all playing that for Stat and not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad she gets that honor tonight, boy. Oh, that thing was close right there.
Well, Stat's back.
Hi, Mike.
Last thing you wanted to say.
Mike, you hear the failure in her voice? You hear the humility?
I hear like the word said, sounds like your countenance has fallen. That's what it sounds like. Why have your countenance fallen? Well, because my Steelers fell and lost the level. Boom, boy. See, nobody gave the Cowboys a chance to win this. So this one, I'll have some fun with, man. I had a pretty good week. This is a good week. That's 2 weeks in a row, man. Good things are about to happen. I'm telling you. Whenever God sends two good weeks, two good things like that, back-to-back weeks. Miami, back-to-back great weeks, great wins. And then, with Colorado, and then the Cowboys. This thing been great for me lately, man.
Yeah, Mike, you in the glory, Mike. You in the glory.
Yeah, right here. Right in that glory, baby. Right in that glory, and I love it. I'm telling you, I love it. And I know a lot of people were waiting for this week and thinking, when we were 38-18 and right there in San Fran, they said, oh, we're going to kill Mike. And then turned around and you thought Pittsburgh, oh, we going to kill Mike. No, y'all. Looks like Mike going to do all the damn shit. See what I'm saying? Mike will do the killing. I just want y'all to know. Well, I'm a happy man right now.
I
I'm a
believe
happy
it.
man.
Okay, so we got to talk about that game, of course. I'm
Let me-
salty.
let me-
I'm
let
real
me-
salty.
I'm concerned about you, and I want you to know.
I'm concerned about you. I have questions. I have a lot of questions. And my first question, before we even get into the Cowboys versus Steelers game, I seen you at the Miami game. What was you doing on the sidelines? Because that video was everywhere.
Y'all joking stuff. No, y'all ain't that video only everyone because y'all joking, messing with me on that sideline. I had every one of my boys called me and said, man, they were killing your dog. They were killing you talking about when you learned to bend it over like that on the sideline. I said, wait a minute, man. I said, who was saying that? They were saying, Cameron Mason was saying, I said, oh my God.
Nah.
Trying to diddy me up. Trying to diddy me up.
We don't listen. A lot of people don't know. We don't run our social media page, so they probably put it on the social media page. I was waiting to do it live today because it's the picture that somebody else runs our social media. But I got another angle. Yo, Nick, give me the second video because I want the second video. We had a few videos. Give me number 2, Nick. Could you explain to me?
Let me explain.
A nigga walking by you stretching. Where's this man walking by you stretching doing? Yeah, what's going on, Mike?
Mike.
Atomic dog.
Get out of here with that. They shouldn't have even taken that shot. They will that shot coming from behind me first. I wasn't thinking about any of that stuff, man. Let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you. Let me put some explaining on this. Like they say, I'll explain it again. Let me put the truth is, I'm an old man. You standing up on that sideline, your backs get tight. Your back get tight. I tell Dion all the time. I say, I don't know how you guys coach, cause standing up bothers my back a lot. So I got down one time to stretch my back, but football players are very superstitious. So when I got down there, we were getting killed. And then I got down there to stretch my back. And Miami made a few plays. And we started a comeback. And I thought about it. I said, oh, shit. Now I'm stuck down here. I know some people go see this and say something. We gotta win the game, you know. So I had to stay there until we mount that comeback, and I did, and it worked. Yeah, I bit that thing over, but we got that win. Whatever it takes, they say, to get that win. You gotta get that win. You know what I mean?
So
I
Mike,
stayed right in that position. What's that?
so Mike, in the future, is this something people should be looking forward to you doing? For the win, Mike? Is this what you gonna be doing for the win?
All this stuff here. It wasn't even okay
Yeah.
for dudes to be talking like this.
Yeah.
See all this diddyism.
You just want to know,
See what I
Mike.
mean? No, man, no. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to keep my ice pack and keep me some kind of heat pack. I'm going to refrain from that position anymore in the future, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
How it all came out. I had everybody bothering me, man. I had a million texts on my phone when I got back to the hotel that night. It was so funny, man. But I was just so happy with the win. Dude, these last couple of days, man, those games, just been incredible to watch, you know. And honestly, what makes them fun, because I know they be so serious, and I know we gonna be chopping them up, and we gonna be talking about it, and talking about not just the game, but all the things that went on around the game, like what we're talking about now. Man, I look forward to it, especially when I win them both like that.
Well, the whole thing about it is this before, because we got to get into. I actually want to get into the Miami game because I actually got to see Cam Ward play a full game, but I know we have to talk about the Cowboy-Pittsburgh game first before we get into anything else. But to let you know, Mike, we didn't even bring that up. Stat has got an attitude with everybody, so she tried to throw a shot at you when she walked in. She stepped in my man Larry, told about you worry about Tuesday's game. She has a little attitude with everybody today. We didn't even bring it up. We wasn't going to start with that, but she just threw that out there. So I guess she has a little attitude with everybody today.
Feeling some type of way, just a little bit. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah. So let's actually talk about this game. You actually might be the good luck charm because, again, the Cowboys beat the Steelers 20-17. How did you feel about the way that game went, Mike?
Let me tell you, plenty of people talk about it, but the Cowboys were playing the Steelers game and they beat the Steelers at their game. Because the Steelers, they like to keep that thing low scoring. They, they moved the ball up and down the field, had a lot of yards, but did not get in the end zone, which gave the Steelers that opportunity to win the game. The best thing that came out of it is when they needed to make that drive, they did to win the game. Now, the good thing is, when you look back over, let's say the first 4 weeks of the season, and Gerald McCoy, we had him on the other show, he even said, and I thought he was right, spot on, out of all the units in the NFL, probably those first, I'll say definitely the first 3 weeks and going into the fourth, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense was probably the best unit in the NFL. I mean, I take them over anybody. So for the Cowboys to get that win, I think that was a big win and a big statement because I saw other people make plays outside of CeeDee Lamb to get that win. That's the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was Dak Prescott. Even though he had the 2 interceptions, whenever you got a quarterback throwing for 352, it's probably going to be a foregone conclusion that they're going to win, even when they got to the point where it was 17-13 with 52 seconds or so left. I thought that Dallas could be in a little bit of trouble, but when they was pretty much at the 2nd-yard line or the 1st-yard line, I was like, he should get this. If he doesn't get this, I don't know what to tell him. This is as easy as the win could have been for them. And I'm glad they were actually able to do it because I get to look at Stat Face and I get to look at White. White loves to wear the Steelers jersey. So I knew he was coming with the Steelers, so I wore my Dallas blue in my tie, because I kind of called this, but I'm not going to get into that.
Did you call it?
See what I'm going through, Mike, up here.
You heard that in her voice.
I'm trolling. I'm pushing buttons up here, killer. Did you see her face? I wish we had the camera.
That's just how it feels right now.
Yeah, you could go.
I could go. Well, okay. This was just a frustrating game to me because I really thought we had it, and so did everybody up here. I'll just make that very clear.
No, not
when
everybody
we gave
up here.
yes, because when we gave our predictions,
I just don't like don't like the Cowboys. That's the only reason. I thought you meant last night when everybody was watching the game together.
I just mean like,
prediction wise?
yeah, prediction wise, I think everybody except Mike, of course, thought the Steelers had this game. I felt like we had really low production. Our offense has a lot of struggles that we need to work on. I mean, even in the first half, like Justin Fields couldn't even really throw the ball, which shows me that him and Arthur Smith, I don't know what their relationship is. It doesn't seem like he wants Justin Fields to throw the ball, because when he started throwing the ball, we had a little bit more momentum. There's a lot of scares in between, because then they put him on concussion protocol, then they put him back in the game. Our defense, I think, did a great job. I mean, TJ Watt, I can always count on him. He had a sack that I thought was going to be against Dak Prescott, ended up not counting. A lot of just frustrating things throughout the game. We really had it, and it came down to the final seconds. So, I mean, I will tell you guys that you deserved that win, because I just felt like we did a lot of things that didn't make sense. No, this is good. This is growth. I'm never gonna take an opportunity to praise the Cowboys. I'm sorry. So y'all did your thing, because if I feel like my team is the best and y'all beat us, kudos to y'all. Y'all played well. If I feel like my team is the best.
Everybody, y'all stop cutting her off. Let her talk right now. Don't finish.
You're right, guys. but taking it to the best is crazy.
I feel my team is the best, and y'all beat the best. Shout out to y'all.
Are you saying now the Cowboys are the best?
I did not say that.
If you're saying you're the best,
are you saying before this game that the Pittsburgh Steelers was better than the Kansas City Chiefs?
I didn't say that.
You said the best.
To me.
Yeah.
Not to the world.
I'm asking you.
No.
Do you think Pittsburgh was better than
No. I know that.
It
doesn't matter. Our team is still the best.
All right. I just don't know what the
No explanation needed. Our team is still the best.
That's one of those two things can be right at the same time.
Well, they haven't played this year, Stat. Let me help you out, because I know you're wounded right now. But they haven't played this year yet. And now, if we assess it from last year, you can say definitely no. But we don't know. We think we know. We hope we know. We should know. But we really don't know who's the best. And maybe Pittsburgh better than Kansas City. And if that's so, and the Cowboys just beat Pittsburgh, maybe the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
Oh, my goodness.
How it works.
Stat, I don't know, Stat.
Mike, stop it early, Mike. Please stop it.
My man,
I'm just saying, y'all.
YSL Mike is back. You say anything.
Let me ask y'all something.
Have y'all listened to that trial too? That's a funny thing.
Yeah. The judge is mad at this point. Judge said that the DA and them is just piecing shit together day by day. They say you need to just let that man out of jail at this point. Let me ask you guys something, and Mike, you can chime in if you like. And it's a two-part question. It's for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans in the building. Is Russell Wilson still hurt?
Allegedly.
Okay, that's because I seen the backup hat on.
I say allegedly because he still be up on the sideline with the black paint, but he's not coming in anytime soon.
He was the emergency quarterback.
What is
third?
Okay,
third string.
All right.
He got the war paint on?
Yes.
All right. Are y'all comfortable with you guys' quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think our offensive line, we gotta get them healthy.
Okay.
We should be
Their
running.
struggles.
We should be
But
running.
at this point, I would confidently say this is Justin Fields' team. Like Russell Wilson, we haven't seen any play action.
I like Justin.
Second string quarterback.
I like
not-
Justin.
yeah.
We gotta improve that offensive line.
And Stat said something though. She said some stat when you talking about they did. I was concerned when they started finally letting him open it up and throw a little bit, because they were moving the ball pretty good on that series. And so I was concerned But they got to get to a place where they're comfortable with him putting the ball in the air. They started the game running, quarterback sweeps. So, you're telling me I'm going to use more leg than arm with my quarterback in this game when you do those kinds of things. And when they did start throwing the ball with Justin Fields, they were having some success.
Whatever. It didn't work to win. They didn't win.
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. Mike, let me ask you one question because I started watching this game at halftime. I didn't care about it. It was so terrible for the first half that I said I'm not even tuning into the second half. I know that the last minute and a half was a thriller. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not going to sit there and watch 59 minutes. Pardon me. 29 minutes. I wasted the first 30 minutes. I said I'd catch the highlights. I didn't watch the last 29 minutes. I watched the last minute, which was cool, whatever. When are y'all going to get a win at home? All of the Cowboy wins are on the road. What is the problem with you guys at home?
Well, a couple things. I think, first of all, they had won 16 straight before they lost these last few at home.
I didn't ask you that, Mike. Mike, here we go, Mike. I didn't ask you about the 16 wins, man.
But for the people that are just peeking in, we must give them context. I like the situation that we are speaking on. You know what I mean? So they'll know exactly from whence we come and to where we go.
I bet.
Unless we give them that context, then they don't know these things. So then we just speaking. So prior to this little thing they got at home, they won 16 in a row. So I don't want us to think that this is a serious issue. It's just a blip in the road.
Okay.
And you got to fix this blip in the road, find out why it's blipping, and you move on past it. That's all this is. And get back to creating that 16, 18, 20 in a row thing at home. And I believe that's what happened.
Okay.
Now that we got CD and Dak on the same page, I really think these last couple of weeks, honestly, that the CD and Dak need to get on the same page. In the step today, people are missing it. People are missing it, but you can't miss it because they won that game without a heavy dose of 88. Not something that I will ever condone or say do go win without 88. But they did today, and we needed to. I still say go get Devontae Adams, but today at least made a step forward.
Okay. So now let's discuss this Miami game before we get back into the NFL game. So Miami came back from being down 25 points to beat California 39-38. Miami still remains undefeated. Mike, how are we feeling about Miami's season so far?
Hey, sky to the high. Sky to the high. And we talk about getting the wins, but as important, I think, and more important, when you're building a young championship team is how do you get those wins? When you go back-to-back wins like the Miami Hurricanes just had against VTech and then the other day against Cal, when you stay in the fight, band together, come in and fight like that's everything. That says you can do everything you want to do this season. And that's what those kids are learning, man. So those 2 wins, as tough as they are, they're what I call necessary if you're going to do anything in life. I mean, I'm talking about not just in football, but I'm talking about in life. These kids from this group, from this class, will be more successful because of the success they're having on the football field right now. They'll be more successful in life.
Wow, that's when it comes to this game, I think it was very important that Ward make sure that Memorial Stadium left unhappy. I think that's what he had in his heart. The 4 touchdowns, back to back, the in this game was just sensational. And I truly believe that Miami could make a run in the playoffs. They're starting to look like, as much as I don't want to say it, I'm a Gator fan at heart. I think they could really do some things if they stay healthy.
I really, this is my first time getting to watch a full game of Cam Ward. He's sensational, bro. You're officially on the radar, Cam Ward. I'm watching. All right? They wanted me to watch. I'm watching. You did your fucking thing. Mike's gonna fuck y'all up if he keeps going to these games. Every time Mike goes to a game, it's a close game. When Mike's not there, y'all blowing people out. Y'all winning by a decent margin. Mike show up to one more game.
Mike is Mike Lee.
Mike come to one more game. He gonna fuck y'all whole shit up. Y'all keep pulling out miracles when Mike is there. When Mike's not there, it's smooth. When Mike is there, it's a nail biter. But I did like the way you play. I thought Cal played really good too. But just to show his poise, I'm talking about Cam Ward, his poise, coolness. They were down 20 in the fourth, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And to ring off however many points, 27 points or 23 points in the fourth quarter was exceptional. Like I said, I watched the game from beginning to end. I thought that Cal's quarterback was just too jittery. I knew that if it got close towards the end, he was just too jumpy. He wasn't smooth. Cam Ward was smooth. Even after the game, the reason I even fuck with Cam Ward more, not a sensational play, very intelligent, very smart, very accurate, has a great arm. But after the game, when he was doing an interview with ESPN, his boy came over to him and he's like, yeah, fuck them bitch ass niggas. Fuck what they talking about, nigga. You know what time it is, nigga. On ESPN. Yeah, I got to record. Yeah. I said, oh, he a nigga. I said, he one of us. I said, he one of us. I ain't rooting now. That was on ESPN. And then he got right back to the interview. Yeah, no media training whatsoever.
He turned to you.
That solidified it for me. That's what said, okay, I'm messing with him. But that was, that made me realize he one of us. But his football play was definitely exceptional. Like I said, I was giving you guys a hard time about him because I never seen him play, and then I did some due diligence on him throughout the week. I didn't know he had played for all these different teams before he actually got to Miami, and actually came from a small town with 3,700 people in it in Texas, so a lot of scouts didn't get to see him. I did a lot of background homework on this kid, and his story is exceptional. And the one thing that I will say before we move on to the next topic is that the University of Miami they get mad credit for just stretching people, giving them extra years like this, because he's another extra year nigga. I'm not mad at it.
How many extra years?
This is his fifth year.
Man, come on, man.
It's another. Man, whatever, Mike. Yo, I said he's good. I said he's good.
In this story and trying to snatch our glory.
Yo,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to do this, Mase.
No.
We got years of eligibility, Mike. We might go to Miami.
Yeah, they'll find some room for us in Miami.
All these extra years.
Yeah, Miami, they don't know how they do it. Ninth
LeBron
year, seventh year.
I heard LeBron James about to go back to play college football because he got some years up.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. That's the point. That's
we're
what me and
making,
Mase
Mike.
say. Me and Mase are thinking about
That's
going to use our
NCAA.
eligibility in Miami for basketball. I think we should try.
But wait. Why when Alabama and Georgia been grabbing all them 100-year-old Negroes, ain't nobody said that. Now Miami gonna get one, and now everybody want to say something. See what I'm saying?
Well, listen, Mike. The thing about
all these years up like that.
The thing about it, we ain't had a showdown. We would have called them niggas out. We called all them niggas out. All them old niggas. We would have definitely called them niggas out, man. We didn't have a show. We got to call it like we see it. Now, if you want to start name dropping, throw it to us. You want to throw somebody under the bus real quick?
Yeah, who you talking about, Mike? Put a name on it.
Yeah, Nick Saban and them niggas. You want those Nick Saban and his whole staff?
Right, all of them. We talked about this. We talked about this when that kid from UNLV decided he just gonna red shirt or walk away and sit out the rest of the year. And we were like, oh, you gonna do that? And they still gonna allow that? Come on, man. That's on them. So you know what I mean? I don't want nobody
Do get a red shirt,
reach
yeah.
their hand inside of this great story and then try to snatch and take our glory. Miami is doing what Miami is doing.
Listen,
it's doing
Mike,
what it's supposed to be doing.
Mike, after a red shirt, what is it called? Is it like orange shirt? What is it after?
green shirt. purple
Green.
pants.
It's only a red shirt.
Yeah,
It's
purple
you only get
pants.
a red shirt.
Listen, Mike, you wasn't on the show. We was calling the guy. Michael Penix is 92 years old. All right? We know we call niggas out when it's time. Michael Penix got to be at least 39 years old and just got into the rookie. We know. We know niggas is doing sucker shit.
Bo Nix up there.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is up there. They up there now. This is the game they got. And with the NIL, dudes are trying to get more years in the league until they develop enough, until they get to the league, you know?
Yeah.
Years in college making that money until they develop more till they get to the NFL. So I understand the business side of it. As long as we telling the whole story, I ain't got no problem with it. Just don't point that finger at Miami.
You're right.
Yeah, Mike. In closing, Jacksonville, they don't let high school freshmen play Pee Wee League. Just FYI.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville down in Duval. They won't let high school freshmen play in Little League football anymore. They tell you to go play high school.
Pee Wee, they're too old, Mike.
Niggas say anymore. They used to be doing it.
No. I played both when I was a freshman in high school. I played both. I played Little League and played high school.
Oh.
And, freshman. Man, I went to JV and then varsity. I got moved up early, but of course they did. Of course I did.
Of course. Okay, so let's discuss the Vikings. The Vikings remain undefeated after beating the Jets 23-17. After this performance, do you still trust Aaron Rodgers, Mike?
I do trust Aaron Rodgers, and they're still learning and getting each other over there. You know what I mean? There's some things that they can do. I'm giving this more to Minnesota than I am taking it away from the Vikings. You know what I mean? Minnesota, because the Jets defense played pretty good, and Minnesota still found a way. And Sam Darnold got a chance to get some revenge on his old team that didn't think that he was worthy of getting it done. I told you guys, come on now, Cam. I mean, you guys know. Y'all know y'all destroy people in New York. That's just what your people do up there. And now the kid is over there thriving. The kid wanted to let y'all know y'all are not going to beat him twice. Y'all whipped his ass one time when y'all brought him in there and beat him all up and made the kid feel like he wasn't a good quarterback. And Minnesota got him now. And I told y'all week one when I saw this team, look out for this team. And they are proving me right. They look great, man. They look great.
You did.
I'm giving more to Minnesota than I am taking away from the Jets.
Yeah, I think we could put some respect on Aaron Rodgers' name. I mean, he's only the 9th player to hit 60,000 yards in the regular season, and now he's about to pass, if he hasn't already passed, Dan Marino in the Hall of Fame for those many yards. But these 3 interceptions got to stop Aaron Rodgers. We got to put a come on, my nigga, right here. 3 interceptions against them is not tolerated. We can't tolerate that in New York. Maybe you could do that in Milwaukee. You can't keep doing that in New York. We'll forget the 60,000 yards. We'll forget the Hall of Fame and all of that. And you'll be walking down the street and people will be disrespecting you and your children. Not that I would, but people I know would.
Trust me. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for clarifying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
got short memory.
Different out there in New York. They different in New York. They don't care. You can get them a Super Bowl, and you come back that next year and you throwing too many interceptions. You're a bum. Well, you didn't say that last one. I gave you the Super Bowl. You're a bum now. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You're different, bro.
Plexico won a Super Bowl, and they sent his ass to jail the same summer, shooting himself.
Right.
I don't mean nothing.
Shooting himself.
Yeah, he's nigga shot himself. They got to protect him from himself.
Now, I'm sure in Dallas they would have walked you on out the back, got you to the hospital, see how quick they get you.
Yeah, any other state.
See what I'm saying?
No, you're absolutely right.
You ain't shoot nobody but yourself, dummy. Come on, let me take care of you and get you back on the field.
And then he had to go to jail for 2 years for shooting himself. Welcome to our world. Vikings look great. Mike, you did call this at the beginning of the season. To me, it's a disconnect between Aaron Rodgers and the coaching staff. And he has a history of this, me personally. watching. He doesn't get it, whether it was McCarty, whether it's Florette, and now seems to be like the Jets head coach. He doesn't have respect for his head coaches, and I think that he thinks he has more football knowledge than the head coach. If you look at that last drive at the end of the game, they're down 6 points. He's making a drive up the field. It's looking like he's going to pull off one of these Aaron Rodgers miracle comebacks, and he's not communicating with the sideline. You can see them trying to talk to him, and I'm pretty sure they could talk to him in the headset, but he's not talking to them. They called the timeout. He didn't even really walk over to the sideline to talk to niggas. He's running his own offense and doing his own thing and not giving a fuck what the coaches are saying. And it cost him the game today, I think, because he wasn't communicating. And I watched that game too. I think Aaron Rodgers is arrogant, and I'm an arrogant nigga too, but goddamn, when you play for a team, you have to curb some of your arrogance. I calm a lot of my shit down for the sake of this show. When you on a team, you gotta play for the team, my nigga. He doesn't play for the team. You get what I'm saying, Mike? I don't get that with Aaron. Then he has an attitude at the podium, and I just don't like his attitude. And it's been going on for years. I thought when he would get to the Jets, it'd be a fresh start. It's looked like it's carrying over. Hopefully they'll get it together, but I don't like what I'm seeing from the Jets as a team. Is Aaron Rodgers still a great quarterback? Sure. Did he have a great game yesterday? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, I think that if they get on the same page, they'll be all right, because the Jets' defense is pretty good. Aaron Rodgers has to get on the same page with the coaching staff. And they love him because he wouldn't be there if they didn't love him. Not only that, I think they would have threw the nigga under the bus a couple weeks ago. But they have respect for him, and they don't want to make a public controversy, kind of what's going on in Vegas now. And they're not going to get rid of him, but I just don't think Aaron Rodgers has any respect for any coaching staff in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, and you know, Cam, when you say, now listen, you can say what you want, and I heard Coach talk about, no, man, Aaron Rodgers got a great relationship, but, and I heard you talking about it, Cam, one time about the denial of the hug in the most exuberating moment like that.
Right.
Exhilarating moment.
Right.
Everybody's happy, and you got enough brain at that time to, no, you can't hug me.
Right.
Well, you know, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Well, wait, how far in are you, buddy?
Right.
We right now, y'all saw how I just had when the Cowboys won that damn game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm my head going crazy. I'm blowing up on my head celebrating with everybody because that's team player stuff.
Right.
Any win is good. And I'm happy, and I'll celebrate with anybody. Yeah, I'll hug a dead-ass stranger because we got the win. And you won't hug your head coach? Are you joking?
Right.
I'm ready to hug total strangers in my restaurant. Wow, we won! You come up to your head coach and be like, no, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I ain't saying nothing about that on TV.
Right.
But there's something to that.
Right.
You got to say, there's something to that. I don't care who you are. There's something to that.
So are you getting at that he's not fully invested? Is that what you're communicating?
Well, no, I think he's invested, but I think what Cam said is absolutely right. Most of these quarterbacks, though, let me just give y'all guys this. Most of these quarterbacks believe they know more than the coaches. They're all like that. I mean, every last one of them. That's why I snicker right up under my throat when we always throw the diva only on receivers. Mm-hmm. The real divas are always the quarterback, excuse me. The real divas are always the quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. That's just who they are, that's the way they are, and that's the way. And they run the whole organization. Think about this. It's a meritocracy. It's a game where we must compete, but we come up and say, well, you can't put nobody in back of the quarterback because that messes with his head. That sounds like a damn diva more than anybody. Mm-hmm. But that's what we put on the receivers when it's really the quarterbacks. That's just who they are.
Okay. We are going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss the Bills versus the Texans. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She she tired of hearing I don't know. I'm stubborn and me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. So today, the Saints will play the Chiefs. Underdog has Patrick Mahomes at 236.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher. You don't even have to think of that. Higher.
How many?
236.5 passing yards.
I'm going to go lower.
Okay. Travis Kelce is at 5.5 catches. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Higher.
Okay. And Derek Carr is at 214.5 passing and rushing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
214?
Mhm.
Higher.
Yeah, I want higher too.
Okay, if you're rocking with our picks, remember you always get a free pick. Today, it's a Patrick Mahomes free pick if you're not already on Underdog. So make sure to sign up now and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our analyst, Michael Irvin. So today, we're going to talk about the Bills. The Bills lost to the Texans 23-20. This is the Bills' second loss in a row. Mike, do you feel like the Bills are declining or was it just a bad game?
Well, these last couple of games, you lose today, the Texans, and then last week, the Ravens. Those pretty good teams right there. Very elite quarterbacks that can do very, very different things, And today, Stroud did it again. He played well, but gave him opportunity to win the game. Gave the Bills an opportunity to win the game. But they came up short, and then they came back and got that field goal in and won the game. Yeah, the question we put around the Bills, how much do they really miss having that big time wide receiver, having that Stephon Diggs kind of guy? And Josh Allen has been playing kind of MVP like football. But boy, the Houston Texans get that win today. That was a needed win. Right at the end of that game, C.J. Stroud, they could have won that game. But he threw the ball. He threw the ball on an out route. The receiver stopped. They called intentional grounding, which put them out of field goal range. They had to punt the ball, didn't even get a chance to win the game. I said, oh my God, that mistake will come back and hunt him and they would lose that game. But they did not. They won the game. So I got to give them credit for fighting together and staying together, sticking together, and pulling that game out, even though they didn't play their best game. I expected Buffalo to struggle even more than I've seen them struggle. So I kind of counted the earlier success. Okay, I said that's good to have an early success, but I expect them to struggle, and they're starting to have some of those struggles getting victories.
You don't think this entire Bills last two losses have to do with them trying to get attention from us at It Is What It Is? I remember they was trying to get our attention. Killer said, now y'all got our attention. And ever since then, it's been all downhill. What do you think about that, Mike?
Yeah. You know what? So seriously, I do think it's time you focus on one thing, and I'm not accusing the Steelers. I'm not accusing the Bills of this, but yeah, you can do that. You get to focus on one thing, and you accomplish that goal. And like Jimmy Johnson used to always say, when you accomplish goals, you have to be careful. Because it's not the ultimate goal, it's just goals on your way to your ultimate goal. If you accomplish goals on your way to your ultimate goal, most people like to pat themselves on the back. And there's a natural tendency when you're patting yourself on the back that you start easing up and letting up. That's why it's important to have a guy like Coach who puts that hammer down on you and don't let you pat yourself on the back and ease up, because that really is a reality, when you do that. So that's why you got to have the coach that knows and have the pulse of a team and can make sure he keeps that team, keeps his head going. But I do believe that is a reality. That you can accomplish stuff, and everybody starts feeling satisfaction. That's all. That's another word for satisfaction. Satiety, and then they start easing up. Yeah, absolutely, that's real.
Look, you, Mike and Mase, you guys were right. You guys picked the Houston Texans. I actually picked the Buffalo Bills. You guys were saying that Stephon Diggs wanted to win this game. And I was saying that Josh Allen wanted to win this game. And we seen Stephon Diggs after the game, how happy he actually was when they did win the game. So good call, fellas. But the Bills had a couple chances to win. It's a couple times they could have won this game.
They won that game. They had
especially when C.J. Stroud threw the interception. Listen, they had a chance to win this game. I think that Buffalo blew it. Pause. Josh Allen played horrible. 9 for 30. That's not a misquote. 9 for 30. Ridiculous. 131 yards, but 9 for 30. That's not Josh Allen. Like, congratulations to the Houston Texans. They're 4-1. And you now are officially on my radar because to me, Houston had a great team last year. And I think that was much more expected of them coming into the season because of what they did last year. And I'm like, give these guys a chance. You got a rookie quarterback. You got a new head coach. It's a new system. And this year, the first 5 games, the first 25% of the season, y'all niggas doing your thing. You are now on the camera on radar. Don't fuck up, nigga. I'm warning y'all. Pause.
And you said it, Cam. You said it too. You said to him, you said, all right now, y'all ain't gonna sneak up on nobody this year.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you told at the beginning of the year, you said, you're not going to be able to sneak up on anybody.
Right.
And Buffalo was ready for them this year, and they should have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo should have won that game, but Houston found a way. And I think Houston is dealing with that. Because last year, like, man, it was much easier last year.
Right.
Because you were sneaking up on people. Nobody expected that.
Right.
But this year, oh no, they ready. Now, I ain't gonna mess with my dude because I love him. He is my guy. I ain't gonna mess with Stephon Diggs and try to use what you just said, Cam. I'm talking about Stephon Diggs was so happy. I ain't gonna be a diva receiver and say, oh shit, Diggs will happen because Nico Collins got hurt. Now he could be the real number 1 again. I ain't gonna say stuff like that. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the real reason he was happy. Yeah, because Nico Collins got that 67-yard touchdown. He definitely, if he didn't get his hamstring hurt, he definitely would have been running it up.
That was a great pass.
Right. And he was leading the league. He was leading the league in receiving
yards. Yep.
I know been in that room, man, when they trying to tell me, you're getting old, we're going to bring in a young Alvin Harper, we're going to bring in a young Jimmy Smith. We think about drafting a young Randy Ball. I'm like, well, damn, how old y'all think I am around here? I can still do this thing. Diggs is going through that. That's not an easy thing. Not an easy thing. You got to be a team player. While that thing that you never did before, now you must do. Let me tell you what you never did before. You never listened to anybody that told you what you could not do. When you told everybody you're going to be an NFL receiver, they said, boy, shut up. You don't know what you're doing. You don't even know nobody playing in the NFL. You just, I ain't listen. When they told you wasn't going to be a great receiver, you said, shut up. I ain't listening to that. You kept doing it. Now they're telling you you're getting old. We're bringing in young guys. We want to keep working this. And you got to listen. It's a hard thing this time around. You know what I mean? Because you never listened before, and it always worked out. So I'm just saying, I know I hopefully Nico Collins get healthy and get back soon. But when you said Stephon Diggs was happy, I just said I hope he happy for the win and not getting back in at number 1 since Nico is hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
Let's go to the next game.
Okay, so another interesting game. So the Ravens beat the Bengals 41-38 in overtime. The Ravens have now beat the Bills and the Bengals back to back. So thoughts on the outcome and not just Lamar Jackson's performance, but also Joe Burrow's, Mike?
Yeah, and the outcome, first of all, I took the Ravens to win this game. I thought the Ravens would win this game, even though I knew Cincinnati would play well because Marlon Humphrey and Jamar Chase. It's just that battle. That battle is always a great battle, and Jamar Chase has definitely probably got the best of that battle. And he went off again today, but it came up short. Let me tell you the thing that I see when I look at Baltimore, and I may say this here. I love Lamar, and I think he's a great player. He played great again today. And they said, okay, everybody's going to work on the stopping the run now since we got Derrick Henry going, so we'll win the ball game throwing the ball, and they did. But I told you guys what the only issue I have with it. It's like, remember I said even last week when he was playing, it was Buffalo. Yeah, he jumped one time. You didn't have to jump. You had the first down, just slide. You do things, they do things late in the game that's going to cost them a game. This time, they had some fumbles late in that game. Cincinnati should have won that game because they made the mistakes to give them the opportunity. And Cincinnati had a chance. See, Lamar finds it hard to beat the Patrick Mahomes and even the Joe Burrow because those quarterbacks are going to make late mistakes. You got to play sharp late. You got to play great late. And they won't make late mistakes. Cincinnati lost that game after Lamar made a late mistake. Joe Burrow didn't come in to make a late mistake. The punter dropped the field goal that would have won the game. You see what I'm saying? That Lamar Jackson gave them the opportunity to win. That's the part Lamar got to clean up. You got to get better and not make mistakes in the last few minutes of a game, that fourth quarter, if you're going to get over the hump and beat Patrick Mahomes. And I saw it again today.
This is Cam's guy. I want to hear what Cam got to say about the Joe Burrows. He played really well, though. And when I was watching the game, I thought I did think Cincinnati was going to win. When I started watching even late in the game, it looked like they had the game. And then when I turned back on the TV, everybody was like, the Ravens won, so...
Ain't none of these. It's no loss in this, and that's why I said
in this game.
No, I'm saying is that's why football's the ultimate team sport, and I talk about because not one of these losses you could blame on Joe Burrow. Every loss that the Cincinnati Bengals have, and I'm just talking because Mase brought up me and Joe Burrow because I do like Joe Burrow. And first of all, every game that Cincinnati lost this year is by a one-score game. They actually lost to the Chiefs by 1 point. They lost yesterday by 3. They lost to forget who it was by 5. All they losses are by one score game, 1 score. But ain't none of them shits is Joe Burrow's fault. Joe Burrow doing what they got to do, and then the defense, the special teams, or whoever else. Like Mike said today, this nigga missed the field goal. Mm-hmm. You missed the field goal to solidify shit. You missed the field goal. The other day when you play Kansas City Chiefs, y'all are up. Patrick Mahomes throws it 30 yards on 4th down. You get a 35-yard penalty in less than a minute left. What could Joe Burrow do about that? He don't play special teams. He don't play defense. All he doing out there is racking up what? 392 yards, 5 touchdowns, putting 38 points on the board. I don't know what else Joe Burrow can do. And he got on his team ass yesterday. He's like, we're not a championship team, which they're not. It's a team sport. So I'm not making excuses for Joe Burrow, but at the end of the day, what can he really do? Cincinnati doesn't look good. Yesterday actually was the best that Joe Burrow and Chase looked together. They looked sensational yesterday. Them niggas look like, whoa. Like the niggas that was in the Super Bowl. Them niggas look really, 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 really good. But you let them niggas get 41 points. Same thing that I'm worried about the Ravens with, and this was a great win for the Ravens. I think so far this year, that play we seen with Lamar Jackson stiff-arming the nigga off, buying time, running to the side, jumping in the air, throwing. To me, that's the play of the year so far in NFL football. It hasn't been a better play than that because he stiff-armed the nigga, still bought his own time, and that was amazing. That was fucking dope. And I'm a Raven. I like the Ravens too. It's not my team, but I do like them. I was just telling you how black I think them motherfuckers are, and I respect the blackness. But at the end of the day, what I'm worried about with the Ravens is their defense. Now, you scored 41 points, but you let niggas get 38 points. You let the Cowboys get 19 points in the 4th quarter. I am worried about their defense, and this is a team that was based upon defense when it goes back to Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and the crew. Baltimore is known for having rough riders on defense, not letting niggas score 38 points, not letting niggas like the Dallas Cowboys score 19 points in the 4th quarter. We know that the offense is dynamic. Derrick Henry, Jackson, and Harbaugh is super dope at putting shit together. But y'all are known for y'all defense, the Ravens. I'm worried about y'all defense, but it was a great victory yesterday.
Yeah, they gotta find a new Ed Reed.
Okay, so the Commanders have so the Commanders have a 4-1 start for the first time since 2008 after beating the Browns 34-13. So obviously, Mike, we know that the Commanders have been having a great season so far, but what is going on with the Browns?
Well, and now the talk is, and I love the way the coach said today after the game. He started the press conference with, I just felt like he was saying to people, don't start that shit. We're not bitching Deshaun Watson. like he was sick of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the man said, the man got all our money. Y'all know we're not going to bitch. Stop messing with us. That's what he sounded like in the press conference.
So what you're trying to say, Mike, is like,
Right.
all right, let me ask you this real quick. How often do y'all get paid as NFL players? Once a month, twice a month, every week? How's the pay system go?
Well, it depends if you can take it, like the different ways you can take it.
Okay.
You know, I like to try to maneuver those ways according to the best breaks I can get tax-wise, you know? So, you know, I told you, I don't make decisions. My money make all my decisions for me. You see what I'm saying? So if it behooves me to take it in this year prior to what I'm going to do tax-wise next year, then I can tell them, give it all to me on this date. Or I can tell them, I'm going to take a bi-weekly check through the season. Or I'm going to take a monthly check over the year.
Right.
Or I want a bi-weekly check through the year. So either way, you get to determine how you take those, how you take that money. You know, just so you work it the best way. Since you're not hiring me individually, you're hiring a company that I work for. You don't hire Mike Irvin, you're going to hire Mike Irvin Media. I work for Mike Irvin Media, so Mike Irvin Media loans me out. So I want to be under Mike Irvin Media rules. I'm your subcontractor. You don't hire me individually. So I can.
Now I was wondering the reason the reason I asked that question is because you mentioned how you was like that the Cleveland Browns. You know, when you talking about the press conference just now, the coach was like, "Don't ask me nothing." He had the attitude like, "Don't ask me nothing about Deshaun Watson. He already taking all our money." And I was thinking, how often do they got to sign his check? Because he ain't playing good, and you got to write this shit every week like. $6 million, man. I gotta write another $6 million. It's wild. This nigga, he ain't doing shit. So I was just wondering how often that the owner or the general manager has to write that out, seeing how terribly he's playing. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was my question.
Right. So you're looking at So let's do easy numbers. 36. If it was $3 million a month, at 3 and 12, that's 36. We know he makes more than 36, so it's at 45. So he's making what? 3.5 a month? 3.5 a month? At least 3.5 a month? They got to write a check. If he's taking it monthly, they got to write a check for $3.5 million every month. If he takes that bi-weekly, split it in half. Either way, they still saying, shit. Are you serious?
That's what I was wondering, because I'd be like, if niggas is underperforming and I got to write this, I'm like, Murray, what we gonna do, man? You gonna have to send a nigga out to clip a nigga. I don't know, man.
I was thinking about that too. Did I hear you correctly, Mike, when you said an athlete can ask for all of it up front in one check?
Oh, well, you can ask for it. Like, I'll take my whole salary for 24 on February 15th.
That explains how people are playing. Nigga, like, I got paid. Yeah.
All the jokes, they took it all at once. They just lied.
Yeah.
They just live it, huh? Like, hey man, money in the bank.
Yeah.
Money in the bank. Or the money in the spank. I've been spanking it with them, spanking them, throwing that thing up.
That explains everything.
What's your name? I'm Michael, Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So sometimes they do take it off.
So that explains why niggas is showing up and not performing. Pause. Niggas already got paid.
And some niggas, and that's what I always it's still to this day. I mean, I understand it, but I just don't understand it because niggas be beefing and like want new contracts when they spend all their guaranteed money, but they got more money based on incentives. Yeah. And you're like, fuck the incentives, man.
That's what I was saying. Now I understand it better. He blew that money.
Yeah, man.
When niggas is holding out for summer camp.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, I ain't coming.
Yeah, man. I don't like they rules for football.
Yeah, when the dude say, man, I got me $5 dude. I got me $10 million signing bonus coming. Yeah, dude, I need to get that money, man. Cause I just spent that $10 million. I bought houses already.
Yeah.
Before that check comes in, they just spent that money, man.
He got a chain with his number on it. His boy got a car with 88 on the plates.
Yeah.
Right. You go ahead. You get out there and spend some crazy money.
Yeah, real quick, man. Jaden Daniels, you are now on the radar. That nigga nice. He moving like motherfucking Lamar Jackson out there. A miniature version of Lamar Jackson. I see him in trouble, scrambling. He actually got 82 yards on the ground, 238 yards in the air. He threw an interception. First quarter, he got it back. The Washington Commanders are looking like the creme de la creme of the division, Mike. Sorry, Cowboys. Sorry, Eagles. Right. The Washington Commanders look like they're having fun, which Mike said, and it's getting contagious and it's turning into victories. And Jaden Daniels is looking like one of them ones. He looks like a miniature Lamar Jackson to me when I watched him yesterday. I watched this game as well. As far as Cleveland's concerned, man, shit.
He got his money, though, killer.
Yeah, Jim Brown rolling over in his grave right now, man. Shit fucked up.
Remember what's funny that you say that? Well, let me tell you what's funny. Jim Brown walked away from the game because he thought they were not paying him what he's really worth.
Wow.
Now, you say he's rolling over in his grave, he's saying, they would give me what I'm really worth, and they paying this joker.
Yeah, they paying this nigga $230, and he can't get a victory without a hand job. You damn right he pissed.
I ain't messing with that man. Hey, listen, don't try to pull me in on no McCann. I ain't messing with that man. I got enough scars already. I don't need that.
Yo, Mike, chime in if you want to don't.
All that man needed was a massage. It ain't got nothing to do with a massage.
Yo, Mike, look, first of all, all right, go. This is what I'm going to tell you. Let me tell you, because buy or sell is back. Let me tell you something, man. Mike, before you guys walked in, somebody bought a little vibrator. Mike said, get that vibrator out of here before they start messing with me in here. I said, it was just me and Mike in here. I said, what the fuck going on, Mike?
Mike, what's going on at the restaurant, Mike?
I was just me and Mike, but I'm going to say, yeah.
As soon as I got on, this joke come in and switch. I still got on there. Let me do vibrator, man. I heard what he just said. I don't know what they're doing.
Mike said, get away from me. I got enough going on already, man.
Mike, that's crazy.
These jokes is funny around here, man. You know how that is. I was like, turn. Don't be bringing that up, man. I got people talking about big over at the game and vibrate and stuff. It's something this, man. Come on, man. Let's get back to football. Let's get back to football.
Well, listen, you had a great weekend, Mike. I know, Stat, we about to see you right in the middle of next week. Enjoy yourself this week because you won't have a lot of weeks like this, man.
Enjoy.
You enjoy yourself.
Enjoy these 2 days, Mike. I'm not giving you a week. 2 days.
I'm going to enjoy this, man. And it's been great. I'm telling you, dude, The last couple of weeks have been great because I'm winning everywhere. And I know people didn't think this was going to go down this way. Nobody expected mine to do what they're doing. And then nobody wanted the Cowboys to win. You know what I'm saying? So this may be the year, the unexpected. The year of the unexpected.
There you go. Mike, come on, Mike.
You enjoyed
We
I
gotta
agree
go,
with
Mike.
you. It is the
That's
year of
why
the
I told him
unexpected.
2
A lot
days.
has been going
You
on that
have,
we
you
haven't
have a good 2
expected.
days, Mike.
2 days, Mike. Come on.
Well, Mike, it was a pleasure to have you, but of course, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys all for watching, and as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs. Like when they doing them 2 for $5.